Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, August 11th. So, what's the word I want? Nothing specific that this video is geared toward. I just thought I'd bring you along with me for another one of my typical day in the life videos. I do have some changes coming to the Ritz household here very soon, and I'll go let you know what those are. So today, besides giving you life update, we're going to make a quick trip to Dollar Tree. Now, you know I'm a summer girl. I love my summertime. I love my heat. I love the beach. I love everything associated with summer. But I'm also living someplace new, and I love experimenting with different decorating styles. And fall is upon us soon. So now I won't start decorating for fall until the calendar says it's fall. So third week in September is when I'll put everything out. But I've been watching a lot of these like Dollar Tree hack videos to decorate for fall on a budget. Plus I've been watching some regular, fall home decor videos with Hobby Lobby and At Home and Home Goods. And y'all know I've been doing my share of shopping because I have, again, a new place to decorate. And I don't have a lot in the way of fall decor. Again, if you've been watching me for a while, you know when I left Florida to move back here to Pennsylvania, I left my kids pick through everything I had in the house except my kitchen and my bedroom. And they could take whatever they want. So most of my fall decor is still in Florida with the girls. So I've had to buy all new. So anyway, I'm going to make a quick trip to the dollar store. It's only 8:38. They don't open until 9. So we're going to go there, and hopefully the sun comes out. It's supposed to. Right now it's very cloudy. So hopefully I get my sunshine and we can go to the pool later, because again, we're down to only a couple weeks left till they shut the pool down. So I'm going to soak in as much vitamin D and sunshine as I can. And then tonight we're having pork chops. So I just have my pork chops out of the freezer, sitting here thawing. So yeah, I'll bring you along for the day. Just finished my tea because I don't start a day without my hot tea. And all right, let's get some breakfast. All right, clean sheets, headed to the dryer. Okay, let's go see what we can find. Tree, so I'll show you what I bought. I did find a few things for fall. I'm a firm believer in that you get what you pay for. So don't go to the Dollar Tree and expect to find high quality merchandise that only costs $1. My philosophy is if you're only going to spend $1 on an item, it may only last you one season. And I'm okay with that, especially if you're someone who likes to change out their decor a little bit each year. It's the perfect place. So the couple things I bought for fall, I did buy just a little, shouldn't say little, it's fairly nice size, pick. I thought this and this sign, again, it's made out of that MDF board, so it's not gonna hold up forever. But I thought these would look cute like in pots of mums on the porch this fall. So I got, I have a, it's not a porch you can sit on, but it's like a pad outside the front door that I can put a mum on each side of the front door, and I thought this in one and this in another. And then I just got this little sign. Again, it's made out of very thin MDF board. It's not the greatest quality, but it's $1. And it says, "Hello Autumn." It has a little bit of the blue in it, which is, you know, my accent color in the main part of the first floor of this house is all blue. So I thought that would pick up on the blue. I don't know where I'm gonna put it yet, but, and then I got a gourd. Now this is ceramic, so not too bad. And then a glass gold pumpkin. So just two little things. I know, since I've been picking up fall decor, one of these days I'm just gonna have to pull it all out and see what I have, because I know I probably have at least 15 little things like this to sit around. It's time for me to stop now. And then the last two fall items were these packs of lights that look like maple leaves. 10 lights in a pack. $1 a piece, obviously. So I'd like to incorporate these into something on the fireplace mantle for this fall. Then the only other items I got that are not fall is I got two of these. I needed something to put popcorn kernels in. I needed something to put my 10X sugar in. So I'm gonna wash these and put that stuff in there. And then I picked up 3 packs of the 2 packs of foil pans. These are like the lasagna size. You know I'm not a big fan of disposable items. Like I don't use paper plates, things like that, unless we're on a picnic or something. I don't believe in adding to the garbage landfills, because God knows we have one about 5 miles from here, and it's just insane. So I try as best as I can. I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be perfect, but I thought every little bit helps. So the only thing that I use the foil pans for basically is lasagna. You know how it is when you make lasagna and you use one of your own pans? That shit can sometimes be terrible to clean. So I do put my lasagna in a disposable foil pan and just throw it away when it's done. So that's it. Now I'm going to put this stuff away, and I have a little project I'm going to work on. Okay, so here's what I'm currently working on. This clear vase I've had for years. It used to have only the little glass beads in it, and that is what I kept my hairbrushes in for the longest time. Well, where we're living now, I have drawers for those, so I don't need this anymore. So this has just been sitting in the room. So I thought I'm going to repurpose it into a centerpiece. So I got 1 bag of these, just to see what it would look like mixed together. And I do like them. They only had 1 bag at Hobby Lobby, so I had to wait another week till they restocked. So I went out and got 2 more bags. So I'm gonna add these to this vase. I am probably the least crafty person on the planet. Seriously, like I have no talent when it comes to this stuff. Thank God for YouTube that I can kind of follow what some other people do. Because, like I said, I just don't have it on my own. Now, I somehow got to be able to, I'm going to need to get a big bowl, because I'm going to have to mix these up a little better. All right, hold on. Let me get a big bowl. Okay, so I mixed them up a little better, so they're close to the top. So what my plan is this is 3 different stems that I picked up. One is this plain, green stuff like down here and up here, And then the other is the white flowers, and then I intermix some blue flowers in there. Again, I'm just not the crafty type. But we're just gonna see how this works. Other than making noise and a mess, see how this ends up. And this is going to sit on the table. And then I thought, you know, for different seasons, I would just take out the stems that are in here, add something seasonal. Boy, I have just enough room. Okay. Let me take you off the tripod here. So that's what I've done. It's okay. I'm not like obsessed with it, but I think just kind of sitting on the table by itself, it'll work okay. All right, I think it'll work. We're gonna make it work because I'm not spending any more money on it, and I'm not buying something professionally done because I'm too cheap to do that right now. So yeah, that works for me. Full time. Let's go. And I love it when I'm the only one here. I got a big gray cloud at the moment, but there's lots of blue sky around. Okay, back from the pool, showered, and I'm famished. So I'm gonna have some tomatoes and cottage cheese and YouTube, of course. Okay, so I said I had some life update information here. So it's just about 3 o'clock. I'm soon gonna have to go start dinner. So I thought, what better time to fill you in on what's going on with us. So I'm going back to work. Now, if you've been with me for a while, you know that I had retired back New Year's Eve of 2015 for health reasons. Got myself somewhat straightened out temporarily, and then didn't work again until Mike and I moved, well, right before we moved to Florida. I decided that I wanted to go back to work. My post-high school degree is in travel and tourism. So I've always worked in the travel industry somewhere or another. I've worked for a very large hotel in this area. I worked for several different travel agencies as a travel agent. I've worked for US Airways, which was then took on the name of American Airlines when they merged. And my latest job was right before the lockdown. I was hired by TSA to be a TSO, which is a Transportation Security Officer for the Transportation Security Administration, which is part of the Department of Homeland Security. So I was to start work May 10th, and April 22nd they called me and said that due to the pandemic, I roll my eyes because no, I'm not even gonna go there. Anyway, this bullshit that we're having to deal with right now put that job on hold for we don't know how long. Obviously, people are still not traveling by air much, which I've traveled twice by airplane since this pandemic. I went to Florida in March, I went to Florida in May. There's no fear in flying, none. So anyway, that job is on hold for God knows how long. But I'm getting antsy. You know, I can't just sit around and wait. You know, Mike and I have bills just like everybody else. And I like to do things. You know, I like to go back and forth to Florida to see the kids. Obviously, I'm not someone who's content just to sit at home. Being a housewife is a super important role for any woman to play. And if you're a stay-at-home mom, if you're fortunate enough to be a stay-at-home mom, that is like the utmost important job out there. But I've done that. You know, I'm 50. I'm just about 51. I don't have kids that I'm raising anymore. My kids are completely self-sufficient, independent, and live 1,000 miles away from me. I got my mom and my grandmother to the point where they are fine living alone. You know, unless an emergency happens up there, we don't need to be with them, you know, every day. And I can only entertain myself so much here by myself. You know, again, being off when we moved was great. Because when we moved into here, when we left my mother's house, moved into this townhome, it was nice not working, to be able to unpack and organize and decorate. But now that I'm up and running, I'm bored. So I decided on a whim last week to apply just to see who was hiring in our area. Now again, we live really small town here. Like the town I'm living in is one stoplight. No chain restaurants of any kind, no chain anything. I mean, we are just what they call a little one-horse town. That's us. So I got about 10 miles to go, either east or west, to get to civilization. So 10 miles to the west is going to be York, 10 miles to the east is going to be Lancaster. I definitely prefer the Lancaster area over York. So I was looking on Indeed.com, and I saw that Target was hiring. So I put in an application just for something simple, like cashier, front of store, something just to give me extra money, part-time, get me out of the house a little bit. So I interviewed last Thursday. Told me I wouldn't expect to hear anything until Monday, meaning yesterday. By Thursday afternoon, I had an email stating that I was hired pending all my paperwork going through. Well, when you got to go to the security clearances that I went through to work for TSA, I was pretty sure I was going to be fine passing all my background checks. So I did that Friday morning, and by Friday afternoon, all that was back. So I'm good to go. I'm actually going for my orientation at Target on Monday the 17th, and I'll get my schedule from there. Don't know what it's going to be yet. And there was a time where I was adamant about only ever working Monday through Friday day work, that's it, because I wanted to be with Mike. But when you work in the travel industry, that's a luxury that you just don't have anywhere in the travel field. So I got used to working weekends, and honestly, I know working retail, I'm going to be pulling weekends, but it's not like, again, it's not like Mike and I have little kids and we don't have a house to take care of anymore. It's a townhome with, you know, yeah, I got my little flower garden out front, but that's it. So I'm looking forward to getting out amongst people. I only have one negative about this entire experience, and that's going to be the fact that I gotta wear a flippin' mask, and I'm an anti-masker. I just don't agree with it. I don't think it is, I don't think it's doing anybody any good. Again, I don't want to start a political argument, but I tend to follow infectious disease specialists and doctors and epidemiologists who are not benefiting financially when they give their opinion. I prefer to listen to the ones that are independent of the government. And they're even stating that this mask wearing is just total bull. It's worse to wear a mask. So I am totally anti-mask. But unfortunately, due to our executive order here in the state of Pennsylvania, I'm going to be required to wear one at a job. So, yeah, that's my only negative, the flippin' mask. But I think that's it for life updates. Mike still has his job. I'm going back to work. Nothing else new. We're probably not going to see the kids until Christmas at this point. And again, that all hinges on travel restrictions here in the United States. Personally, I think after the election in November, this virus will mysteriously just go away.
So we'll see. So I'm not making any reservations. We know what we have planned as far as a trip down south. But it's going to be last minute reservations just because of travel advisories and losing deposit money on houses I rent, things like that. Oh, health wise, I have osteoarthritis in both knees. My right one is now just as bad as my left one. Again, if you've been following me a while, you know the torture I've gone through with the knees. So I went to the hospital last Thursday and got 2 injections, actually a total of 4 injections. I don't qualify for cortisone shots. First of all, they don't work for me. And second of all, with where the arthritis is located, the doctor even said cortisone wouldn't touch it. So I get something called Synvisc, which is like a gel that's put into the knee. It takes up to 7 days before you start feeling an effect. So the timing is kind of crucial here because today's Tuesday, this coming Thursday will be 7 days. I will start work next Monday. But it can take up to 6 weeks until this medicine is at the full effect for me to get some relief. I had it in the left knee last August, and it's good for 6 months. I actually got about 8 months out of that last injection before I started getting the pain coming back. So the knees are pretty rough right now. I've had to limit my activity. I've had to discontinue going on walks. I'm bone on bone in both knees and have very large bone spurs in the knees as well. So they're trying to hold off knee replacement. I'm fine with surgeries, but my God, I've been through so many. I just need a break. Like 18 and 19, 2018, 2019 were just brutal surgeries for me. I just need a break. I don't want to fool with knee replacements yet. I want to be out there in the world making money, doing things. I'm tired of being laid up. If I can get shots twice a year to keep me going for another 10 years or hopefully till I retire, I'm good with that. So again, waiting for these shots to kick in. So I had lidocaine put in each knee and then the Synvisc put in each knee. And if you are someone who struggles with the joint pain, ask your doctor if Synvisc, I sound like a commercial, ask your doctor if Synvisc would be a good fit for you. It is expensive. A lot of insurance companies won't pay for it or they require prior approval. This shot is $4,000 each. Every time you get one, it's 4 grams. That's why people always want to push the cortisone shots because they're so much cheaper. But again, if they're not working for you, there could be a reason why. It could be the doctor you have doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground and doesn't realize that there's different places to have arthritis, that cortisone isn't going to work. I am really grouchy. Wow, that was not nice of me to say that. But again, I've been through so much medically that I am a firm believer in second and or third opinions until you get your problem fixed. So that's going to be it at the moment. I think it's time to start working on dinner. Okay, so I have 2 little pans here. One just has some plain milk in, and this is just some plain Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. And I have some beautiful, thick, boneless pork chops that I picked up at Costco. So I'm just going to coat them in milk, and then coat them with the breadcrumbs. And I'm going to put them in a pan that I just drizzled some olive oil on. I'm actually going to bake them in my toaster oven. These are huge. I think we're gonna have an extra because I know I'm not eating more than one, and I don't even know that Mike will eat more than one of these. These were definitely beautifully cut. All right, I'm gonna take my little bit of breadcrumbs that are left here, and I'm going to sprinkle a little more right over the top. Let me rinse my hand here a second. And then I'm going to just drizzle them with a little more olive oil. And I'm going to pop them in the toaster oven and bake them for probably about 45 minutes at about 350. I'm going to put together some salad for us to eat for dinner with our pork chops, but I'm also going to make a hot vegetable. So the way I like to do beans, I don't have any fresh green beans right now, so I'm going to use canned. And when I buy canned beans, I like to combine yellow and green together, and I like to do them in a frying pan. So I've drained them, opened them, drained the juice off of them. And I'm just going to throw them in like a saute pan. And then I saute these just with butter and salt and pepper. I prefer them that way over boiling or microwaving. A combination of spring mix and iceberg lettuce, cucumber, tomato, cheese, and some croutons. I'm thinking blue cheese dressing. Yep. I'm having dinner with a view. You're so handsome.
Not really.
I think so. Dishes are done. Time to relax with my man. So Mike's upstairs finishing up in the shower. When he comes down, like I said, we're gonna relax. So the shows we're watching. We're still watching Blacklist, which you've seen in other videos. Boy, my glasses are filthy. Good Lord. We also started Murder Mountain, which is kind of a docu-series on Netflix about Humboldt County, California, and the legalization of marijuana out there and what that did to the growers on the mountain. And last night I started America's Book of Secrets on Netflix. And Mike watched that a little bit with me too before he went to bed, which last night was all about the White House. So I think tonight is all about the Freemasons. So that's what we're currently watching. So I don't know what we're going to watch now when he comes down. Probably one of each, because it is only 10 of 6. And you know, with the whole COVID crap going on, you're limited on what you can do. I know we could go outside and take a walk and things like that, and that is our intention once my medicine kicks in and I can actually take walks again. On the weekends, we spend time down at the river, so we do get a chance to get out and do some things together, but through the week, with him getting up at 2:30 in the morning, he tries to go to bed by 8:30. It's just very difficult till we get done dinner and try to plan anything through the week. So our weeknights are kind of boring, but that's okay. Sometimes boring is comforting. So I'm going to sign off on that note, and I will see you soon. Night.